YouTube, it's Brian Phillips. Look at this. It's been exhumed from the ground. It's in one piece. Yes, 1/2 of a bottle of mucilage later, and that's how good it looks. From this edge, it looks pretty good. Looks perfect. So, as you may remember, we had a Televon linkage fail on this plane, and it caused massive failure, catastrophic failure, some would say. And so we are going to fly it right now. And without further ado, here we go. And we're hoping for the best, but we are realists. So here we go. You ready, camera crew?
Yep.
As ready as you're gonna be, right?
Sure.
Oh, she's alive! Check this out, guys. You see the geese? Look at this.
They don't
the
see
geese
them
are in
yet.
the background.
They're there.
So, you know, there's one thing that's nice about crashing a plane.
Yeah.
Then you don't mind doing crazy stuff with it. I still don't want to kill my batteries. And by the way, look at the lighting. Perfect. Okay, here we go. High speed pass. Oh, crappers. Did you see those geese?
Yeah.
They were right there.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
They looked further away in my phone.
Okay, here we go. Full throttle. Man, this plane looks so sweet. Guys, I'm hoping this thing shows up good on camera. I'm gonna shut up because it sounds so good. Sounds ultra realistic. Just doing a little upside down flight. Then we're gonna go up and over. Out of the throttle, give that battery a break. We've worked it hard. Okay, here we go. So folks, 2 minutes left on the flight timer. We got a 631 in here, Air 631, flying on 5006S. This one's a Gen 2, 30C, or excuse me, 50C. Rudder, get that nose pointed down, get it live, get it flying. Just gliding. Look at this glide, guys. Some of you guys would probably consider that a little bit ballsy, given the fact that it failed and completely crashed in a million pieces. I agree. Totally cool, guys. Totally cool. I just love flying this plane. It makes me like not nervous at all now. And what an absolutely perfect sky for this plane. Roll rate's a little bit anemic. If you did ailerons on this plane, I think it'd be way more intense. 1 minute. Just going to collect my debts from my vendettas. Here we go. Over the top and back down. Here we go. Full throttle on the way down. There it is, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. Go up here for a rudder turn if we can get it to do it. Oh, so cool. Get it flying. Get it flying. Get into the elevator. Pulling out of it. Okay, now guys, I'm sorry if I'm blocking the screen, so I'm gonna get the gear out. We're gonna land this thing. Here goes, guys.
Wow.
There it is, folks. You see here, first on Brian Phillips RC, first to crash, first to fix. And yes, 2, 0. There it is, guys. Talk about a climax.
What makes my question seem lame?
Did you hear the honks when we were talking about the climax?
I did. A lot of honking. Did you trim that? It's like won't stop.
I don't know if you guys can hear this, but there's totally some geese over here that are
just a very masculine sounding goose.
Okay, guys.
Okay, wait, I had a legitimate question.
Holy crap, she's dead.
Oh,
Okay, I better go get
Okay,
it.
you
It's
go
like
get
in the
it.
middle
I'll
of the road. So, you guys want to hear what dead sounds like? Watch this. That's full throttle.
was that 4 minutes on your timer?
4 minutes.
And you landed right at time.
I landed. I was rolling out and it
She
was counting down.
Yep.
So guys, thoughts on this plane? Amazing, even after being crashed. Let's just talk about how bad the damage is. Pretty much from here forward was gone.
Yes.
Okay? But I can even take this off still. I mean, just absolutely amazing.
That was probably the most pieces I've ever picked up.
Well,
Meh.
we've picked up more.
That was pretty bad.
And I think it was on the SU-30.
Well,
So guys, I gotta say, even though I'm out of breath from running after that plane, that was super fun flight.
but I still have a question.
Yes.
Did you trim that at all?
No. No, I didn't. I didn't even like,
You didn't say it.
I didn't
think
do
you did.
anything.
No.
Here, let's show the people.
Yeah.
There's
Wait,
one
what's up?
-4 there, but that was from the previous flight, I think.
Yeah. I don't think
See?
you did at all.
-4. So all I've got to say is 4 minutes is probably a little bit much for this battery. I would say 3.5 would be a safer bet.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't have been able to go around if you didn't get
Oh,
that.
she's a little pissed off too. Looks like I like worked it really hard, but this was the crash pack too.
Yep. So the pack was,
So if there's gonna be one that blows up in a million pieces,
yeah.
this would be the one I would have. Do that. But guys, I gotta say, holy crap. Oh yeah. I think she's not happy to be alive right now. She's hot.
alive.
She's hot. In fact, I'm gonna just lay it down so I don't get burned. But yeah, that might have been the last flight for that pack. Well, anyway, guys, here at Brian Phillips RC, we destroy airplanes so you don't have to. This was an amazing plane. Super happy with it. Obviously, you guys have really enjoyed it and embraced watching me crash it. And we've heard lots of different ideas on what happened. We have no doubts. It was 100% the linkage and the threaded rod was tapered at the very end. And so as a result, we lost an entire telephone surface and came down, went into ground effect. The air pressure relieved and I thought I had regained control. And I tried to fly out of it. And then as you guys saw, I crashed. So that's what it looks like now. Passes the 10-foot test, no doubt. And really handled well. I feel like it flew just as good, if not better. And to be honest with you, a lot of flying radio controlled airplanes it's a lot like golf. It's a nerve-based skill. If you can control your emotions and you can get your hands to relax and your brain to just embrace and enjoy it, it's so much easier and it's so much more fun. And so, to be honest with you, we get a lot of, I don't think we get a lot. You guys usually, I think largely our audience really understands what we do here on Brian Phillips RC. But I think there's a certain percentage of haters that think, man, you're not that good of a pilot. You're not this, you're not that, whatever. But just remember, when we fly these things, we've only flown them like once or twice. I mean, sometimes it is the very maiden flight.
Almost always.
Almost always. So like we fly a plane 2-3 times. We don't fly them 14 times and then put a video out and, you know, have 14 mods on the thing already. Now we did at one point earlier in our careers, but I was a lot worse pilot then too. So when we go out and fly them, we are really flying them out of the box, virgin, as close to stock as we can get away with. Maybe add a strap here, you know, or do some, you know, shelf liner in there. But I mean, it's nothing major. We're not gonna replace servos. We're not gonna replace and use like weird battery combinations. We're gonna try to go basically with the stock option and stay within the specs as close as we can. So that's part of what we bring to the table that you may not get with the other guys. Not to disparage them. There's a huge hobby out there and we wanna support it no matter who you're watching. But at the end of the day, we love bringing you this footage. We love owning up to our mistakes. What happened on this particular plane was not my mistake. I don't think it would have been caught in a pre-flight. That did come up in the comments a lot. If you guys are pre-flighting your planes and you're pre-flighting to the point where you're checking to see if like an end is gonna rip out, then honestly, I'm just like not gonna pre-flight that deep. It's just, I'm not gonna break the plane to find out if it's broken. So.
And it leaves a lot of room for human error.
Yep, that's right. Because if you take stuff apart to test it, just to put it back together, you're gonna miss something. So anyway, in our experience, we've been very, very happy with both of these planes. They're both sweet planes. I think we just got a fluke. Stuff happens, it sucks, it's just a reality, but they're making 10,000 of those at a time. You know, and they're not just selling them to FMS, they're selling them to all the other Chinese manufacturers too. So it's just a supplier made one, it turned out bad, and then it caused a failure that was catastrophic. That sucks. But we're not talking about loss of human life, nobody got hurt. You know, so we did good. I loved the experience. It was a pain having to fix the plane. I'm actually really glad it happened to us and not somebody else, you know, because we're in better circumstances to handle that. So anyway, very cool. FMS, amazing plane. The SU-27 looked a little bit better when it was brand new out of the box. But the thing is, I love the way it flies, and beautiful night for it. We've just had nothing but windy, crappy, terrible days. And now finally, we get this weird reprieve from the wind, but it is still chilly.
A little bit.
And a beautiful sunset.
The LEDs were great.
The LEDs were great. Yep, that's right. And it's glaringly obvious when we don't have LEDs, especially at this time of day, because the LEDs can be lifesavers. Sure. Now, that being said, also a couple things we learned about this plane. 4 minutes of flight time, especially if you're gonna push it like I did. I mean, I was in the throttle hard, and I was in the throttle doing maneuvers for like full minutes at end, and that is not okay. You're gonna puff your pack like I did there. So if you want to save your, you know, $150 or $180 batteries, don't stay in the throttle like that on a twin. It's pretty much a recipe for disaster. And by the way, if you're listening FMS or E-Flight or any of the other reputable brands out there, just think about this. When you get a twin in ESC, especially an 80 amp ESC, why don't you get us into 2 batteries? And let's just see how we can do that. Because I'm telling you, 2 batteries will resolve largely any of the conflicts we have on puffing of packs. And then you can go back to a 30C pack. You could probably do a smaller ESC and get better results. So guys, check out the links in the video description. Buy the stuff from our links, you'll help support us. Patreon, PayPal's at the very top. And leave your comments. Don't forget to smash that like button. Thanks for watching, guys. Come back for more.